It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection.
It's another video from your favorite toy guy. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. It's that time. You know, I had over a month cushion of videos in the bag, but unfortunately, due to family circumstances and the holiday, I fell a little bit behind. So I'm trying to catch up. Now, the good thing about making videos when it's a little more current, in other words, like I'm not front loading these a month or weeks in advance, is that at least it's relative to the time frame that I'm speaking. In other words, it's after Christmas. You're probably all stuffed. Now you have to work off your calories from all those goodies that you ate. And I'm going to try to catch up. And this video is going to be short and sweet, so kick back, grab your coffee, park your rear in your most comfy chair available to you. I am, by the way, just drinking this Dasani for my microplastic blood infusion. And today we're going to look at this Cragstan one-arm bandit. I've wanted a good example of this toy for a while. And it's kind of cool because it could technically be considered a monster toy. Now, why would you say this would be a monster toy? Well, because, and I'll show you on the box. First of all, it's a shame that it has this water spotting here. You know, what can you do? Usually my battery toys, especially what I would consider kind of, for me, low end, I would wait to get pristine examples. So I sort of jumped the gun on this. But it's still a complete box. Coffee stain aside, which it's not really coffee. I call it coffee. It's just so dark. And what I like is the little fellow that Cragstan, the distributor, puts on here. This was also on the Creepy Crawling Hand and some other toys. And it says NGS. Push the lever back gently, my friends. And here's your Cragstan logo. And it's a basically one-arm bandit, which is also known as a slot machine. And what makes it monsterific is you have this ghoulish green hand that comes out and actually sort of moves the lever. Now, we've gone to digital slot machines for the most part. So I, for one, miss the tactile feel of real slot machines. Analog, if you will. I'm not one that likes these digital machines because who knows how they could be algorithmically programmed, if you catch my drift. But that's a different topic for another time. Here is the side panel, and this is also Yonezawa. You see the little boy. Looks like Elroy, doesn't he, from the Jetsons? Instructing you. And once again, you have it's actually a very nice illustration of this slot machine. I could tell you my story when I was a young lad, a teeny bopper, and I somehow managed to cruise my way over to the Bahamas and won a bunch in the slots and lost a bunch in the slots. It didn't take long at all. But anyway, that is your complete box. And here is that coffee stain. It looks like a shadow almost. Or like some type of creepy virus spreading. Like the blob infiltrating. And here is the machine. Now, when I received this, you know, I tell you, pictures, sometimes I'm a little, when it comes to these lower end toys for me, I didn't realize, like, you could tell this has been opened up and monkeyed with. Now, I'm guessing if this was John at the Robot Hut, he would have been a little more careful putting this together. You know, you could tell this was sort of bent up top here. You know, it's not like really the greatest repair job. I'm not like really that pleased with the way they did this. Now, in the pictures, they probably had it like this, where I didn't even see a lot of it. I mean, it's not terrible. It wasn't expensive. It's fairly clean. I mean, you know, a lot of these toys don't work, but this over here on the side, this was just, I don't know, they did not do a very good job at repairing this, whoever repaired it. You know, I mean, my advice would be leave it to the freaking professionals. This thing here, I can't even push this in. Well, I didn't even have to push the lever, pushed it by gravity. But anyway, here's how it... Now, I don't know if you match anything that's supposed to ring a bell. That actually activated by accident, just moving it. So let me pull the lever, and then you see what happens here. He doesn't actually grab the lever. And look, if you notice, one of the reels or the images is Cragstan, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You wouldn't know it up top here, where it has the symbols. You kind of don't really see that that's Cragstan, but that must be the big payout. Does it actually pay anything out? I have no idea. No idea. And it's the Cragstan Bonanza. I would say it doesn't pay out, and I'll tell you why. Because it should ring a bell, though. Oh, almost had 3 bells. Because there's no open slot for a payout. So my guess is that the best you would possibly get would be a bell ringing. Maybe some clanging and chinging sounds, but that's about it. And anyway, that, my friends, is your one-arm bandit. Am I going to keep this thing? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I probably will want to upgrade it to like a completely pristine example. However, before I sign off, I'll see if I can get a jackpot of some kind. You know, technically each one of those Cragstan should do something, but that's it. You know what? And, you know, I'm going to pop the batteries out real quick. It says push the lever back gently, but what I'm doing is actually pulling it forward. But anyway, I was showing you this. I didn't want it to turn on. For some reason, when they fixed it, I don't know if there's something in the way, but I can't even push this down into the tab slot to get that tab in there. I have no idea why. I mean, it is meeting the mother of all resistance. But it's a nice display piece, and it still works. So for what it is, I mean, I don't know what the hell this even cost me. If you want to know the truth, maybe $100, $150, something inexpensive. But be that as it may, you know what? If you have a perfect one, you know, hit me up on the message, and maybe I'll buy it off of you. In the meantime, as always, thanks for joining me, my friends. Your time is always greatly appreciated. And with that, if you like these cool tin toys from Japan, primarily, do me a favor, thumb up the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will talk to you later.